Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with a new video. This is my review or look back at my 2023 year ahead Wheel of Life spread video. As usual, unfortunately these days, there are links in the description for ways that you can learn more about the genocide of the people of Palestine and their systematic removal from their land, and unfortunately links for where you can see this happening on a daily basis and ways you can help support them and stop this genocide. There are also links for ways you can find out what has been going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in the cobalt mines, and how the people of Congo have been being enslaved in these mines, and what this has to do with major electronic companies, even minor electronic companies, and ways you can help support the Congolese, and also how you can work with us to help stop this from happening. I think unfortunately those links will be there for a long time, but I do have hope for a better future for these people, and I've updated links because there have been new things happening. So last year I did the Wheel of Life spread created by Mindful Tarot, linked in the description. And essentially it's you pull 12 cards for the year and then a 13th card for the center, the hub card. I decided to pull 2 cards for each month, or twice as many cards, I should say. One from the Light Seers Tarot and one from the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. So I wound up with 26 cards. And the reason I chose these 2 decks was to try pairing. I wanted to try pairing, and this deck is called the Light Seers Tarot, right? This deck is quite often very popularly used for shadow work, and though I don't necessarily use it for that, but this is the way that the creator put it. It's kind of like, you know, seeing the light, kind of doing the light work, the healing work, and it says tarot can be a profoundly healing tool as you explore the sunshine and shadow laden path of the light seer. I hope you hear it whisper that shadow is a profound tool and that light is an awesome end game. Okay, and then I'm trying to remember. Okay, the upright and reverse cards. If you work with reversals, she calls the upright the Light Seer and the reversal the Shadow Seer. Yeah. And one of the first activities you do is like picking a light card and a shadow card. So, I mean, there's more of that. So I was like, what if I pick 2 cards each month, one like the light work and the other the shadow work, and I like journal about it here, right? And how you know, those aspects show up in my life, right? Becoming aware of habits that have a hold on me, and the duality, right? The darkest or biggest shadows are created by the brightest of lights. And so it's a reminder that there is light and shadow in all of us, but in me, because this is my spread, right? Okay, so that's enough of that. I'm going to move this aside, and we're just going to go over these cards. I was inspired by Candy Soul and Soil during the 12 Days of Yule challenge. One of the days was like looking back at your 2023. And for that, she looked back at her 2023 year ahead spread. And like I said, I was doing these for most of the year, and I can show you. I didn't think to pull them up. So this is about my hub cards, I think. And then my January cards here. I was using red and green, the Deviant Moon as a backup color, other than black, is red. And then with the light Seers, it's kind of bluish green, so that's why. Right? My February cards. Right? My April cards. I guess I didn't do the March ones. My May cards. And that was pretty much it. So I petered off. I'm gonna go through and just talk about these cards. What Candy did that blew my mind. Oh, this might not seem mind-blowing, is the fact that she did go over this whole thing at the end of the year. So, like I said in the beginning, what I've done is just like, well, I didn't keep up with it monthly, so it is what it is, and just move on with my life. You know, I'd be disappointed, but it is what it is. But I can come back a year later or 6 months later and look at them and see how these worked out. So with the Wheel of Life spread, there are the hub cards, right? And every other card revolves around them. And I thought of this immediately as like heart opening and collaboration. And like, you know, me shining my light out on the world versus, you know, me being mistrustful and fearful about working with others. And or being you know, that this hinders this, you know, even though this is what I want to be. So a lot of my light work and shadow work revolves around emotions and my feelings. I mean, you know, I'm not special in that way. So my January cards, I'm going to say the month, though that's not necessarily the point. Okay. So my light work, 9 of Wands, and my shadow work, 7 of Wands. It was very interesting seeing all of this, like, together like this, because, wow. So there's that influence of the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups always. I'll keep them up here as I show each card. Like, being that warrior, defending my space, having boundaries, determination. I saw this kind of like as me when I was younger. Like, she kind of looks like me when I was younger. And, you know, getting through those tough times. Reminding, you know, a reminder that I can get through those tough times. And, well, before I move that, so I don't confuse myself, the 7 of Wands, that I identify with this shadow, well, like getting lost in my ideas and, uh, my feelings, my existence, becoming overwhelmed, sometimes even losing the drive to do things and feeling like I don't have a purpose, maybe even being defensive and blocking myself. So there isn't a way to get out. And I kind of see this practice as a way of seeing light work and shadow work to do. Maybe the light work can be the healing aspect of the shadow work in this, but I didn't go so far when I pulled these cards. So it's a thought. Then we have Four of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. Four of Cups, I mean, as a shadow card, as a light card, maybe not the happiest. This is a reminder to see the fullness and the color in my life when I get bored, to, when I feel overcome by shadows, like everything is negative, like looking on the bright side, seeing the cup as half full, that kind of thing. But on the other hand, the struggle with these are the February cards, the struggle with the Seven of Pentacles. And I think this is not so much, now that I'm looking at these again, the light half healing the dark half, if you will, or the light healing the shadow. There could be the shadow healing the light. I'm here doing my witchiness, and maybe some blood magic needs worked. Putting in the work, doing the hard things, to have resources to make things grow. I had noted in this one, like grounding myself when I needed to in nature, self-care and magic and art, offering healing to others. Like I have the power in my hands here, and opening myself up to accepting help and handouts even. And the shadow aspect of this is kind of like poking the bear to an extent. Thinking I need to go so hard that I have to pull blood from myself or from others, like to make things happen. To gain what I need, there needs to be this all or nothing sacrifice. But also just be like magic. Next, for March cards, I have Four of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. And yeah, that light work. I love this Four of Wands, by the way. It's not that I don't like other Four of Wands, but I just, when there's dancing happening in a card and people visibly enjoying themselves, I'm like, yes. So, like, it's a party with others. Get-togethers, celebrations, celebrating artistic things, and that's the magic, right? And that is healing for me. The Queen of Pentacles here, that kind of pretending that I'm overseeing or taking care of those who can't take care of themselves. I don't know that I necessarily do that, but having like puppets or archetypes rather than real people, and that's just for gain, I guess. And that is a, I guess, worry I have, or a fear of perception, or how I'll be perceived. The shadow and the light, just recognizing them within myself. And we have for April, we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Please excuse my radiator for making all this damn noise. Please be happy that I have heat though. Three of Pentacles, working with others, creating these things, whatever they are, ideas, or, but no, more physical things. Putting that artistic something out into the world. I had a whole discussion with my mom about these cards, and yeah, it could be me and my parents, or, you know, that reminder I'm not alone, that there is support and help for my own business and goals. And I need to be more open about my gifts and the needs in that area. And then, like, the shadow, the Knight of Swords, this was actually reversed. I don't know how much that matters in my thing, right? My mind, once again, working against me. And a friend and my mother, like, that pulling back from action, slowing down from when I need to slice ahead, to be clear, having my mind clouded and my ideas and thoughts clouded, lacking, you know, the action and on the dreams aspect. Then we have May, the last official one that I did ahead of time. The light seer, the light work, Knight of Pentacles, planting the seed. It's like doing the work, not unsupported, but planting those seeds myself. Tend to your home while uncovering your unwavering ambitions from the future is, I think, in the guidebook. And, yeah, it's like diligence, finding the joy and the tedious. These are not your stereotypical seeds or pentacles. I love these mandalas on this card. They're beautiful on all the pentacles, really. But I love these. The shadow, the lovers, like, this was also reversed. I'm not a huge, like, reversed card reader, FYI. I'm not against it. I just don't, like, go looking for it. Half the time I will put them right side up. These two are so into each other, and they don't even see the snake in the grass. Just being so enamored with something, or like escapism, that what is easy and joyful and obsessive. There's a bit of, I think, the devil in this Lover's card. The addiction, this moon, like, sucking the soul out of them. The withdrawal, maybe, from sacrificing easy comforts is what I fear. I need to find what's healthy for me and that self-comfort. I do also worry about significant others and that kind of romantic, potentially sexual relationship. But we're not gonna delve into that too much. Okay, so back to the cards. June, we have Page of Wands and Strength. So that, like, go get active active page is awesome. Like that energy. I don't know how to put it. Just having that energy, that vibe to dream and make it happen, go with the passions and with enthusiasm and curiosity. The shadow here is strength, and I definitely feel this. I do fear my anger, and that comes from childhood. And as an adult, I realized I had reason to be angry, and without the control to, or the just drive or want to direct it. And so it took itself out on a lot of things. So, yeah. And again, this is just recognizing these are in me, not necessarily that they popped up that month. Just something to focus in on each month. And I think I need to remember that for next year, because I think I posted already. I might have. But anyway, my whole wheel of the year, or year ahead reading for 2024, I've already done. And so, yeah. Next, July, Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I don't know. It's just sirens all over the place. All of a sudden. Page of Pentacles. Like, I love the tree pose, like yoga, and holding that. She looks zen in a modern way. Like, she's holding this seed of earth. And then there's the vine that is what's keeping her grounded. Even though her eyes are closed and her stance is slightly what you would probably consider off balance, and her foot is not even touching the ground, but it is. Like that connectedness with nature. With these, I totally give myself permission to read the guidebooks because I'm allowed. Eyes closed, dreaming, but still like tethered to the earth and the practical things, right? That reminder that I can be marry that impractical with the practical, if you will, the dream with the reality. That's how reality starts. That seed, that dream, that idea, then you start manifesting. The shadow, I totally forgot the word, Ace of Cups. So, thinking I'm sipping on Kool-Aid with my feelings and emotions. This is a beautiful card, by the way. I haven't looked at any of the Deviant Moons because I've had this deck for so long. I can't imagine not. But an angel lovingly cradles a golden chalice against her body. Abundant pleasure, fullness of spirit, beautiful situations in life. I just think, the aces are considered like the seed of that suit. The abundance of emotion. I maybe don't feel like I deserve this. Say no more. It is harder because it's been a while since I've remembered the purpose of doing this spread, the light work and the shadow work, and it's harder to talk about those shadow things. It even, I feel weird talking about my light things. Alright, then we have my August cards, the Knight of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. That, go get 'em, spirit and energy. I have that. And I need to be remembered. Like, I can take my actions, my feelings, my ideas, my creative energy, my will, and go, go, go. Right? As I get older, it feels less like I can go, go, go. But I still can. I'm not ancient here. It's just, remember, like, the drive is there. It kind of is a healing energy for the Ace of Cups. The strength, right? Fire is not all bad. And that is definitely something I learned also with astrology more this year with the deck and walk. I was looking at the astrological influences of the tarot cards. I'm not going to go into the details for the cards here, but I'm a Scorpio, and Mars is the original ruler of my sign. And I, quite honestly, often ignore it because of the strength. That's what I think of, right? Where the destructive aspect of fire, whereas there is a creative aspect of fire, there is a energetic aspect that also exists, that I can put out there in the world. The Ace of Pentacles. I got another ace, and I am, wow, like that seed of life, of the practical. This ace always throws me, because why is there suddenly a dragon? There are no other dragons in this deck, and as long as I've had this deck, I'm always just like, what in the world is happening here? Mystical Pentacle, holding the entire universe in his grip. He is being pure perfection in harmony with both the material and spiritual. Balance of the material and spiritual. Prosperity. Like, this feels so not possible. Like, I can have my whole world in my hands. That I can balance the material and the spiritual. The practical and the dream. We kind of get back to that. As above, so below feels not real to me. Fantasy and reality, the real world, feel like separate things. And trying to make my fantasy reality is something that is a shadow, like, to me. My September cards, the Moon and the Knight of Pentacles. The Moon. I love this Moon card so very much. I cannot tell you. I realized, having been on YouTube and looked at TarotTube for several years now, that a lot of people feel like the Moon card is negative. I have never thought of it that way. But it is seeing that thought process over the years now from other people that made me, I guess, a better reader for others, because it has come up in the last year or so for client readings in not happy way, and I'm like, oh well. I just think this is like going into the bath for me, the ritual bath. Crossing the other side of the veil. Things are not quite what they seem. They're not quite noble to my brain, and that's okay. But just being in the mystical woo-woo. The Knight of Pentacles. Here we go. Taking my time, fortifying myself, getting the things done that I need to be done to be secure and financially stable is a shadow for me. The October cards are Two of Cups and Queen of Swords. Two of Cups, the working with others is a thing that I'm not bad at. You know, coming together and creating something new is beautiful. It's beautiful. I do it often. I've done it less so in the last 10 years than in the past, but I still do it. And that is a trait that is a light healing aspect for me. And we come together and then we pour enough for 2 cups, right? And also with bringing ideas together as well. This, again, might be the antidote to the Ace of Pentacles, that healing, right? Alright. Queen of Swords. That feeling like I gotta get shit done. I gotta be practical and logical, and I gotta cut stuff out of my life. She's crying under her veil here. That's how I feel. That shadow is there, right? November cards, right? Yes, okay. The Magician and the Empress. Oh boy. The Magician is like, I can make something out of nothing. No, but I have all the tools around me to connect with the other side and manifest what I need and what I want. And knowing that, embodying that I am a magician, that I can do magic, and I have all the things that I need to do so. That is power. I have power. I am power, you know. Then the Empress here is kind of like too much. A little bit overgrown. The thorny flower bushes. And then she's got like 6 tits and the flowers growing out of her booty. It seems like almost losing herself in nature and in nurturing. I worry about that. Taking care of others, letting that consume my life so that I don't have time to create what I want. Being a caretaker, that is a fear, a shadow. And I don't have kids. So that's not why I don't have kids, but I do worry about that as an eldest daughter. The eldest daughters out there, or eldest children. Last but not least, I have the December cards. And that's the Star and the 9 of Cups. Wow. The Star is a card that quite often eludes me, but in general, I just see it as hope. And I am a hopeful person. I am a positive thinker most of the time. So I don't know that I put wishes out there so much, but I did do for my 2024 Wheel of the Year 12 Magical Nights, which was like 13 wishes. And you know, something about the universe making things happen. Having that positive outcome, that wish and belief it is there. And that is an positive aspect of my being, my personality. I guess you can see these also as the lights of yourself, of myself. This is my reading, right? Like, this is a good thing about me. The Nine of Cups. This is different than your usual Nine of Cups. So, it's a genie. It's material success, they say. But I don't quite think so. This is this card, but in a shadow aspect, right? What else? I am drawing a blank on what the Nine of Cups usually looks like, so I'm gonna look it up. This is kind of the antithesis maybe of the star. Like, I'm seeing a universe, and this one is more like, wow, there's a genie, and nothing against genie or jinn, right? But it's like you trap this being in there to create your wishes. We all seen Aladdin, right? Because he has the magical lamp, and I just find it hard to believe, and I guess that's my issue, right? Being content, being satisfied, with I guess what I've got emotionally. I don't know. Is it something that I truly deserve? Is it something that I truly worked hard for, that I actually got? This Nine of Cups feels more like the Seven of Cups. These are illusions, right? And I don't really deserve it. So those are my cards. What did you think? I really liked looking back on these and seeing them for what they are, I guess. I appreciate Candy for posting her video, because I would have put these cards away and just been like, well, it is what it is. Right? No big deal. And I appreciate, I believe her name is Esther, of Mindful Tarot, for creating this Wheel of Life spread, because I think that's more helpful to me than trying something predictive. It's something to look at, to achieve, and I can do this spread again. I could just do one or the other. I could be more mindful about it and have, what do you call it? The cards kind of give me options for shadow work. So like if I pull a Deviant Moon for shadow that I need to work with, and I can use the light seers as a way to work through that, I don't see why not. But yeah, guys, like this video if you liked it. Let me know what you thought of this type of reading, and have you done something similar? Like I said, I pulled the months, I wrote the months down, and when I did this reading, I didn't quite understand fully the Wheel of Life thing. And I'm used to pulling cards for the month anyway, not necessarily in a predictive sense, but in an energetic sense. But the energy for that month. And this is just pulling 12 cards, or cards for 12 energies, if you will. So I'll probably go back and like change my 2024 thing, take away the months, because the timing doesn't matter necessarily. This is just what's in your life. And you know, time is a human construct and yada yada yada. So yeah, like I said, like this video if you liked it. I will have a a deck walkthrough. I got a new deck for Yulee, so that's coming, and a trying to get this last Garden Arcana video up. So those are the more recent videos that you have to look forward to. And links in the description to everything I've mentioned here today, including the ways you can help the Palestinians and the Congolese peoples. A 10% off discount code to my Etsy shop, where I make all natural bath and body products, as well as do tarot and oracle card readings. I'm looking to add some astrology readings as well soon, so look out for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.